Sorry, I totally booked it on my stairs. Sorry. Okay. Forgot I needed a drink. Because I'm... What? Tin roof. Rusted. Or something. Tea-base waffle. Discord with the tip off. Heck. I was debating. I was like, do I want to? And then I was like, yeah, no, I do want to. I do want to do... I want to do it. I can do it. I will do it 9 times. That is a very niche Strong Bad reference. Maybe it isn't. Happy Friday. I hope everybody had a wonderful day, and now you're going to have a wonderful start to your weekend. If you're into that kind of thing. I don't know why you wouldn't be into weekends. You know. Unless, you have something against weekends. Or you work. I mean, I guess if you work, like, that's not the button I wanted. I want this button. There we go. Kemps. Does anyone else remember Fandango? Kemps, how are you? Kemps and I are going to play more Dead by Daylight tomorrow. So Waffle, being the absolute legend that he is, somehow typed in things better than me, which doesn't surprise me. And we are no longer soft locked. I didn't even have to go, like, restart anything. I had a separate save. Like, I saved this file in a different save slot, and now we can progress. Purchase Ashley to get flip-flop. Oops. Okay. I just need to get better at Dead by Daylight. I meant to play, like...
All we have to do is wait for the room to fill up, and we'll just float on out of here. Well,
like,
this is disappointing.
Not to me. We don't float, remember?
I wanted to, like, play some solo queue, just, by myself. Get better at playing solo and not relying on team members who are much better than me. And, then I didn't. Search Grim Fandango softlock. I must have been using a different phrasing. Not close enough? Okay. Fucking... I trust anime. I have the power of God and anime on my side. Well, this is what I'm supposed to do, though. God, is it gonna have to... Is it gonna have to be in, like, a very specific spot? Robin's arms can grow on top of water. What is One Piece? Other than an anime.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm not dropping it on the right one. That's my problem. It's not the blue one.
Not again.
It's this one. I'll take what is One Piece for 400, Alex. Sketchy Pirate Show? Mm-mm. this not? Is it not the one? I'm so confused. Sketchy like Mr. Fantastic? Oh. Is that not the...
Thank you.
Okay, so it's draining into that one. Do I... Maybe I do it when the water isn't there? I had to have the water not be there. Okay.
After you.
What about the suitcases?
Forget them. They're counterfeit. They wouldn't fit through this hole anyway. Let's
I'll
go.
fit through your hole. Okay.
We'll get the kids, and I'll meet you back here with the boat.
What boat?
Well, I'm working on that.
Okay, Manny.
Okay, so there is a reason that this screen exists.
I have to figure a way to launch that ship Gladys found. What I need is a giant stork to deliver that big baby right here.
Deliver your big baby. How do I... Okay. Main park crew, 4 people have eaten the fruit. Robin can make extra arms appear from anywhere she can see. Brooks is a living skeleton, despite having starved to death on his previous crew. Tony is a reindeer who can speak like a person. As you do. And Luffy stretches like Mr. Fantastic. Oh, you said stretchy, not sketchy. I read sketchy. Aaron, what? What now?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Luffy. Okay, I'm sorry. Like a loofah sponge. I don't know, that looks like Luffy to me. Because if it started with a D, I would say Duffy, not Doofy. Where did my... I'm missing a step.
I think this baby's our ticket out of here.
Oh yeah, good point. I was just wrenching it for...
Second longest running anime? What would be the first? Detective Conan. Is he a barbarian that solves crime? Oh, I had a McChicken and like it was really good, but I really shouldn't have. Okay.
How convenient.
Teenage detective who gets drugged to look like he's 11. Every episode is an esoteric murder mystery. I mean, I do enjoy things that are esoteric, so. Oh, no. There's got... Okay. Once again, I'm missing something. But, like, what else is new? Man is locked in a room with a knife in his back and a puddle of water. For some reason, I read that as a knife in pudding. No sign of forced entry. How did he die? Uh-oh. Okay, now I've definitely soft-locked it. Tank controls? Oh, good. I can't even get to the start menu.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Well... Alt F4 it is. "1,018 episodes. How many other shows have been on for that many episodes? Okay, we Gucci. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Nothing bad just happened. Nothing wrong. Nothing go wrong. Everything fine. Aaron not break anything. Okay.
After
What?
Yeah.
forget him.
General-
Counterfeit.
General
They're
Hospital has
taking
more
us
than
all anyway.
14,000.
Let's go.
Damn! It's a lot of soap opera.
Okay, you
Well,
get the kids,
fuck, that
and
was
I'll meet you
annoying.
back here with the boat.
What boat?
Well, I'm working on that.
Okay, Manny.
Okay. So now...
I have to figure a way to launch that ship Glottis found. What I need is a giant stork to deliver that big baby right here.
I feel like I need to get these to Glottis. But I don't know
I can't believe I killed it.
how. Not a stinking clue. What to do next?
I can't believe I killed it.
General Hospital has more episodes than Coronation Street. To be fair, I feel like General Hospital did start on radio. So if we're counting the radio episodes, that makes sense to me. Fuck off. Oh! Oh! Okay, hold on. I think, did everyone else just see the light bulb go bing? We all saw the light bulb go off in my brain, right? We...
Uh-oh.
Wait, no. Okay. No, I'll go back this way. I was looking away, but I heard it. It was very big brain T-base. What we're gonna do is this. I need to remember to go back and clip it. Because I want to see my face of like, aha, we got there. Okay. So we bunch it up. And then... ha 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 ha. So we can pull the conveyor belt that way. Oh, Manny, get on the conveyor belt. There you go. Okay. Now. Fucking. We did it.
I'm so glad to see you.
Is the boat already?
Yeah, come on. Let's go eat some reef.
Okay, he just magically put them on. That's cool.
Works like crazy. Full speed ahead. What?
Haha.
Oh.
No kiss.
So are you really going to bring me back and try to get your old job again?
There's no job for me now except to bring you and everyone else here to the end of the road.
But if you aren't going to use me to get your job back, why did you spend all this time trying to find me?
Because of your
Mitch.
boobs.
I needed to find you.
Is that a shark? Nope, it's the angry octopus. Okay.
I give you one job, Manny. And look at you, already screwing it up.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Suppose you realize that this is gonna go down on your permanent record.
Kill him, Manny. Uh-oh. Do I have to fight you with my scythe? Okay, well, I guess all I have is this. Reaper fight!
This doesn't look good for the kid.
Look, Dom, I'm not gonna work for you.
Oh, don't worry about that. You're fired. Just consider this your severance.
Get it? Manny!
What are you doing away from your desk anyway?
Is there a boss fight in a puzzle game? I guess? Poke it in the eye? Haha! Sorry, octopus!
I don't believe you, Calavera. You're losing a fight, so you pick on one of my pets? Why
Manny!
aren't you more like me,
Judas!
Manny?
No!
I'm trying to show you how, but you don't listen. If you just adopt the proper attitude,
Uh-oh.
just look what could happen to you.
Well, he's definitely dead now. One year later. What happened to our boat? What a well-timed Deus Ex Machina. Yeah. Who would have thought the little angels would literally be angels and save your life? What happened to the boat?
Name?
Pugsy Poligiano, sir.
That's Bobby Hill.
Room number 2. Next.
Glottis!
Glottis! ¿Estás bien? Glottis? Where'd you go this time?
Glottis. ¿Dónde está?
Oh, Glottis would love these.
Is this the dude I mailed at the start of the game? Holy fuck, it is!
Bruno? Bruno Martinez?
You were the guy who packed me in there. You could have at least given me a magazine. 4 years with nothing to read but this damn mug. What are you doing here? And if you were headed this way, why didn't you offer me a lift? Ah! Wait, I'm getting out of here. This world's for suckers.
Rackin' frackin' varmint, you sound like... Yosemite Sam.
I drink it, but I don't want to get a packing foam mustache.
Okay.
Hello? Whew, they're empty. Nothing in the cab but donut boxes and coffee-to-go cups. Not picking that up. Not picking that up. Locked. Probably to keep out the Yeti.
There's a Yeti?
That's the road we came in on. Nothing out there but snow and a perfectly good pair of sunglasses.
You sound very upset about your sunglasses, Manny.
Manny!
What's wrong?
Go up there and see!
Hey, where is everybody?
Waiting area 2.
How long do they have to wait in there?
Until they have tickets. They were issued tickets on the number 9, and they don't have them now. The punishment for selling double-end tickets is very severe.
They didn't sell their tickets. Their tickets were stolen.
By who?
Hector Le Mans stole them to sell to rich people who don't deserve them.
That might be them now. Let's see just what they deserve.
Uh-oh. Hector! Also, we still haven't found Glottis. You dick. Satan train! Did all those people just get sent to hell?
Recently, I was visited by a bird with a human head. Do you know such a bird, Manuel Calavera?
No. How do you know my...
He knew you, and for you, he left this note.
Okay.
I know what you're up to. I've been watching. Stay there. I'm coming to sprout you myself. Yours truly, Hector Le Mans. Híjole.
Okay.
Oh, gran demonio roidor. Oh, gran demonio roidor.
Glottis.
Hear the name of the Great One. Glottis.
What's
The
happening?
claw.
How many days has this grand demon gone without driving?
But we've been hiking for months.
Months? Oh, then the noble one will surely die.
No!
I think that's what Glottis would look like if he hadn't drunk his milk growing up. Glottis, I'm sorry. Manny. Why didn't you tell me you were sick?
Couldn't stop. Have to save everyone.
Poor noble Glottis. I love him so much.
Are you in much pain, my friend?
Only because I let you down, Manny.
Gladys, no!
What can I get you? Will anything help?
I need to race to fly like the old days, Manny. In the bone wagon.
But the bone wagon's not here, carnal.
Maybe I'll see you
The bone wagon.
on the
Like,
other
oh my
side.
Can't we make a new
Very
hot rod?
clever.
Those days are done, Manny. No more hot rod. Hey, what's that red thing?
The gondola?
Sweet decal work. Listen, fellas, somebody get a pen. There it is, my final work. It could save me if you have the right,
The right
fuel.
stuff.
What fuel,
Oh.
Gladys? Gladys. Gondolas? I knew we should have checked this side of the mountain before we walked up. I'd feel too self-conscious carrying that. Hey, how about a gondola ride, gremlins?
It is too big. The gondola is too slow.
Meche, we have to get back to Amaro for the tickets.
Oh, Gladys.
I think that's what Gladys would look like if he hadn't drunk his milk growing up.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
It's the mug rack at the end of the world. I've already got a mug, and quite a handsome one at that, I might add. I hate it when people leave their crusty mugs out in the break room. Sadly, I have no mug to... Hey, my mug's on the rack. I feel like an honorary employee.
I feel like that's going to be important later.
It's closed.
Well, then open it, dummy. Thank you.
It's full of rags. Always a good idea to have a clean rag around. I already have a rag I don't know what to do with.
What's in the fridge?
Your mother doesn't work here. Since nobody listened to my last warning about keeping this refrigerator clean, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to lock it until some of you grow up. Signed, the Facilities Department.
Anyone who works in an office that has a fridge or a stove or a sink or like communal coffee mugs is familiar with that level of passive aggressive note of like, clean up after yourself, you son of a bitch.
Your mother does. Since nobody, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to lock it until some of you grow up.
Anything else?
It's the mug I gave Bruno, and it's full of that foam I packed him in. There's a note next to this toaster. To avoid further mishaps, please butter your English muffins after you toast them. Facilities.
Who?
But then what would the little mechanics toast their tiny English muffins in?
I mean, put the rag in there and start a fire. Nope. Okay.
Happiness is a warm rag.
Well, what do I do with the warm rag? Give it to Gladys.
Here, blot his forehead with this.
He needs to fly, not to be dry.
Sorry.
Fine, Jesus. Is there stuff down here I can interact with?
Well, it's good to know they recycle oil out here at the end of the world. Not paid to move those. My joints don't need any oiling right now. How eerie. They have the same tool cabinets as Gladys. Not picking that up. How eerie. They lock up their tools just like Gladys.
Okay, fine.
How eerie. They lock up their tools just like Gladys.
No? Okay, I thought that was...
How
Oh, you know what?
They lock up their tools just like Gladys.
Okay. I keep thinking that that's the garbage can I can interact with, but apparently not.
They lock up their tools
Just like Gladys. Okay. Do I... Hey, I just noticed the stuff on the side and changed.
This better not stain my pocket.
Not again. Will they never learn?
It was the little guy. I saw him.
Ah, and he denied it the last time.
Was that just for fun? I'm confused. I don't know who that is, Kemps. But Gladys is my best friend and I love him.
Always a good idea to have a clean rag around. I hate it when people leave their crusty mugs out in the break room. This better not stain my pocket.
Ooh, I like me a good femme fatale.
What was in that mug? Something that powerful could fuel a rocket. If only we had more.
Well, I could score you a couple of truckloads if you're interested.
We shoot you now like an arrow into the wind. May you pierce the heart of the wind itself and drink the blood of
And
flight.
drink the blood of flight!
The great Gladys. Speed bring you life. Come back to us someday.
What the fuck just happened? Only as far as she can get something from him. I mean, that's generally my interest in men. How was that a puzzle? I'm not...
Sure this thing's going to hold together?
At least most of the way.
I
Hey, look!
that was all a fluke. Every puzzle I've solved without looking it up has been an absolute mistake.
Manny, where are you? Manny, I'm frightened!
No, Gladys, stop it! Gladys, you son of a... Gladys, goddammit.
Rubicava!
Okay, he's fine.
What a town!
Is that your interest in your significant other? No, no.
Long gone, my friend.
No, he's a delight and I love him.
Now.
Except maybe our old car.
Dios mío.
She's been
Booby trapped.
by who? Who?
It's the bone wagon. Well, I guess we can't really go...
Those dominoes are like one long fuse.
Well, what wound up happening with our bee friends?
Not a good sign for Rubicava's organized labor movement. It's locked.
Which Which one of these took us to... This one?
Manuel Calavera? What happened to the Limbo?
Hate to tell you, Velasco, but she went down at the Pearl. But we found a new ship, the SS La Mancha, and managed to...
The La Mancha? My old rusty bucket?
Yes,
Where
sir.
is she?
Oh, well, we traded her in Puerto Zapato for a team of sled dogs.
That does it. I'm out of this stinking mob town.
But
Thanks for finding my baby, Manny. Puerto Zapata, here I come.
Mob Town?
Uh-oh, what happened since Manny left? Why do so many bisexuals end up in hetero relationships instead that the potential partner pool is at least 10 times larger? I mean, to be fair, I didn't fully, like, realize that I was bi until, like, starting to date him, and then was like, oh, okay. But yes, queer people are not any less queer because they happen to be in a hetero-presenting relationship. And it is Backspacer's business to talk about his orientation whenever he wants. It's not mine. However, I mean, to be fair, he has a lot of, like, he has a lot of feminine qualities, and that he's in tune to his, emotions and knows how to express them and doesn't just mask them and actually has conversations with me and, like, the things that I get out of, like, my girlfriends in, like, a friendship way, I get out of him. Plus also, So, anyway, I'm gonna take this now.
Maybe I'll just finish this for him. I'd drink it, but I'd probably get the SS Lumbago stuck in my throat.
Exactly, Cam.
It's locked.
I love him for both his big heart and also his cute little butt. Okay. This big 10-inch blues record. Is the pretty lady still here?
Coffin shooter 1, 2, 3, just pour, chill, and serve. I don't need the hernia. I would, but I hate sucking gelatin straight from the tap. They still haven't done these? I'm not gonna eat off of dirty plates. And I'm not... Dirty plates can stay put.
Fine, Manny, Jesus.
Nothing in the dishwasher. Ooh, food waste. As soon as I think of a use for stinky food waste, I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Calavera, what are you doing here? I heard you went pow in Zapato, Daddy.
Well, Hector
Daddy.
Boss tried and missed. Now it's my turn.
Damn it.
I'm headed to El Mago to put him out of business.
Manny, that place has changed. You don't know what you're getting into. I'd better come with you. Just give me a minute to get ready.
Okay, but if you hear a loud explosion anytime soon, the trip's off. Looks like it's open mic night. I just can't do it without an audience. I just can't do it without an audience.
Same, Manny. Same. Anything? L-O-L-E-L-O-L. Well, how do I get down? Like that, I guess. Okay. Fun fact, Lola was one of the first songs I learned how to play on guitar. Oh, I have the ship in a bottle. Big 10-inch by Bull Moose Jackson. Now that's a name.
You'd think after 2 years he'd have the little SS Lumbago's lifeboats on at least.
Okay, I now have a ship in a bottle.
That's what the Lumbago diorama needed. Fake ocean water. I'd drink it, but I'd probably get the SS Lumbago stuck in my throat.
So then...
What a trooper. Looks like Domino left his calling card.
But how? I saw him torn to shreds.
He must have done this on his last trip through town.
Bastard.
Don't panic. Poor guy. So nervous. I think he's gonna be sick. Maintenance has gotten pretty lax around here, apparently.
Okay.
That's what the Lumbago diorama needed. Fake ocean water. I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to do that.
I don't want to do that.
What's that?
It's, Lumbago lemonade. Try it.
Perkly little aperitif, actually. Yes, sirree. Not bad at all. Tell me where you got that right now!
Olivia's kitchen.
Lumbago lemonade!
Gladys!
Manny, aren't we in a hurry?
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Oh, my stomach don't stretch like it used to.
Heyo.
Gladys.
Okay, well...
So what is that stuff they pack canned hams in anyway?
Okay. Not an elegant solution, but a solution nonetheless. So there's that.
Good show, my friend.
You wouldn't happen to have a breath mint on you, I suppose?
Wah, wah, wah. Okay. Can I walk on it now?
It's not gelling.
It can't gel now. It got all nice and warm in my belly.
I don't think my hands are steady enough for that. I'm really not sticking my hand in there now.
Ew. Oh, I don't like the noise it makes.
Make it gel.
Hey, I made it spill. The rest is up to you.
You really should get back in case it blows.
I'm with you guys till the end. You know that.
Mache.
What a trooper. You really should get back in case... Make it gel.
Hey, I made it spill. The rest is up to you.
Okay. Is the tattoo artist still here? I don't like the implication that the tattoo shop is in the seedy area of town. I just will reiterate that again. Alley-oop.
I think these are binders of tattoo designs. I don't want to wake up Toto.
Quit
I
finding.
don't want to wake up Toto. I wonder if Inez has cooled off yet. Not picking that up. Hello, operator? Yeah, it's me, Manny. I was just passing through town and...
Your mother will love it.
Wow, still mad.
We are Urza.
Shut your hole.
That's one old fridge. Not picking that up. I don't want to wake up Toto. Oh, Toto's plum tuckered
We
out.
Your
got
mother will love it.
Your mother will love it. My mom hates all my tattoos. We fixed the soft lock. Thanks, Waffle.
Your mother will love
And then we
it.
got out of there, and then we killed the bad guy, one of the bad guys. And then now we had to come back here to save Glottis.
I don't want to wake up Toto. No, I don't want to disturb his grumpy
Your
little
mother
dreams.
will love it.
Okay, well, I guess there's not much. Thank you, Rosette. Perfectly timed with me, like, singing along, or, well, like, trumpeting along.
That goes to the upper dock, but nothing's docked there now. That goes to the upper dock,
Okay, fine.
but nothing's docked there now.
I gotta make the stuff gel. Is there anything over this way? I can't go.
It shone pale as bone as I stood there alone, and I thought to myself how the moon that night cast its light on my heart's true delight, and the reef where her body was strewn. Ah, not quite the same without old Velasco.
Urza, how's your Friday? Is there anything else I can...
They still haven't done these? Coffin shooter one. I don't need the hern. I would, but I hate sucking gelatin straight from the tap.
Read the moon poem again? Is it this way? No. It was this one. I spent how long here? And I can't remember how to go, where to go.
Don't have that kind of equipment. Don't have that kind of equipment. It shone pale as bone as I stood there alone, and I thought to myself how the moon that night cast its light on my heart's true delight, and the reef where her body was strewn. Ah, not quite the same without old Velasco.
I wonder. Ow. It hurts. make it gel? What do I have? What do I have? Okay. I have my stick. I have the note, and I have my stick.
I know what you're up to. I've been watching. Stay there. I'm coming to sprout you myself. Yours truly, Hector Lemans.
I mean...
It's locked. Not picking that up. Hello? Terry? Not a good sign for Rubalcaba's organized labor movement.
Near. Far. Near. Far. Wherever you are. Okay, there's nothing else I can interact with.
Not picking that up. Maintenance has gotten pretty lax around here, apparently. I think this is something I should keep to myself. I think this is something I should keep to myself. I don't want to mess up my blade. My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be.
Wait.
Make it gel.
Hey, I made it spill. The rest is up to you.
Looks better.
Feels better.
It's not gelling.
It can't gel now. It got all nice and warm in my belly.
Gross.
It's locked, but there's nothing up there anyway. That goes to the upper dock, but nothing's docked there now.
Like, what am I missing? An obtuse rubber goose. Guava juice. Rubber noose?
I just can't do it without an audience. I just can't do it without an audience. I just can't do it without an audience.
You heard it here first, folks. Manny's an exhibitionist.
As soon as I think of a use for stinky food waste, I'll give it a shot. Dirty plates can stay put.
Confuse the audio alerts, but I'm singing along and I'm screwing it up. La 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 cacophony. Waffle, waffle. Thank you for the clip, Kemps. Thank you for the epic sax, man.
Nothing in the dishwasher. Not to sound like a capitalist oppressor, but I have people who do that for me now.
People that
Not
do
portable.
for me now. Okay.
Coffin shooter 1, 2, 3.
Should anyone have any? No sax on main. No, that's why we have the splash zone. All sax and saxophone related content goes in the splash zone. I got nothing. So if you have ideas. I am all ears. Well, I mean, I have 2 ears.
I
I'm
don't
not
need
like
to earn it.
physically made all the way out of ears.
I would, but I hate sucking gelatin straight from the tap.
Mido's house. Who's Mido? Because normally when we were here before, you could go up this elevator. But the elevator is blocked off, so the only places I can visit are the Blue Casket, Shack Pallet. Yeah, I went to the Scrimshaw dude's house. There's nothing else I can get over here. Because that, he just keeps saying it's locked.
Not picking that up. It's locked. It's locked.
So... And I went to the tattoo artist's place. Well, the Scrimshaw artist. Take my suggestions as actual suggestions. Hey, you have access to Google. You Googleize. So do you. Fair, fair. I mean, at least Glottis isn't dying anymore.
Looks better.
Feels better.
Fuck it, whatever. Otherwise, we're gonna be here for 1,000 years. 10,000 years, and I've got such a crick in the neck. Okay. I saw enough to know that I need to go back to Tito's house. So I was initially headed in the right direction. I regret that McChicken so hard. Why did I let myself have a McChicken? Why did I do that? Because now I feel like shit. Feel like a big old bag of shit.
I think these are binders of tattoo designs. They're labeled nautical and nice, and a third one just says Anchormania. I don't want to wake up Toto. I don't want to wake up Toto. Hold still! Oh, Toto's plumb tuckered out. No, I don't want to disturb his grumpy little dreams. Oh, Toto's plumb tuckered out. I don't want to wake up Toto. Not picking that up. That's one old fridge.
It doesn't hurt is a lie. They hurt.
Quit whining.
My tattoo artist tells me to just stop whining. And I'm like, but it hurts.
Doesn't hurt.
You asked
It's a
for
little
Bunny.
cabinet.
Well, I found that completely on accident.
Doesn't hurt. There can't be too much in here. I'd better save it.
Now, did that look interactable at all? I just accidentally clicked on that. Game! I love you, but you are a broken mess. Should I play all the Double Fine games? I feel like I should play all the Double Fine games. And then also all of the Annapurna games. I was like near tears, sad and frustrated that I couldn't get any of the merch drop today because it cost more to ship me the items than the items I was buying. Oh, it's wet noise. Nice!
Hey, good idea. I bet I could keep it down now that it's cold.
Just let me get across first, okay?
Oh, it's still wet sounding.
Fiendish. Well, here goes nothing.
Poggers, we're riding in the bone wagon, Daddy.
Looks like Hector's taken over the whole town.
He hasn't had much resistance. There's only one small group who oppose him, and they live out on the fringes of the city.
Places like this, you mean?
I hope they're not hurting Glottis.
Ha! Shows what you know about this group. Their leader is a great man.
Limon!
Manuel Calavera, we meet again. I see you have found what you were looking for. Unfortunately,
Yay.
to arrive now just as we too are about to achieve success. Our army has grown, and right now our top agents are in Hector's weapons lab, about to close in on the enemy in his own den. I couldn't have done it without you, Manuel.
It was a trap.
Stand back. There's only one thing to do.
Thank you, sir. You have saved me. But more than that, it enabled me to continue to serve the movement.
What did you say about a trap?
Hector uncovered our agent in his weapons lab.
No.
Uh-oh.
You idiot, Bowsley. Your new lab assistant is a spy. Haven't you ever heard of a background check?
Yeah, but how are you going to know someone's a spy even if you do a background check?
What?
No time to explain. Now I'll have to take matters into my own hands.
Take me with you. I've longed to be of service to your cause for years.
Well, just like that? Okay. Fine. The look on Glottis's face.
It's the part of that soldier that didn't get up and hop out of here on one hand. Better save this part from sprouting. The rest of him has gone to seed already.
Did we just pick up his other arm?
Any messages for me?
Nope, calls stopped coming for you the day you left. They're still sending you that lingerie catalog, though.
It's my ex-boss's ex-secretary, Ava.
You're never gonna let me forget the secretary thing, are you?
This camera's showing nothing but flowers. Must be another fallen agent. It's attached pretty well. Nothing to see but flowers. Who's the plant nut?
That nut is Hector Lemon's personal munitions expert, Bowsley, a.k.a. the florist. That was his job in the old world, but here he's a botanical weapons expert. This has left him fairly conflicted.
Why does he make Sproutella for Hector instead of our side?
We've been trying to recruit him for years, but his lab is in Hector's tower. He's untouchable.
Bet if I could get that plant lover out of there, I could talk him into making a gun for me instead.
Hello, little pigeon.
I wonder if this is little Manny. Come here, little Manny. Must be little Meche. Already got some. Hey, Eva finally got that radio working. Calling all cars, calling all cars.
Manuel, is everything okay?
Just testing the equipment, Sal.
Salvador, maybe you should shut that thing off so we can talk.
Yeah, talk. I'm sure that's all she wants to do.
That would probably get me court-martialed.
Talk. That's what I call
Memo
it.
to all agents. Priority urgent. In light of the recent disappearances, all agents are ordered to avoid travel in unlit areas until further notice. Memo to all agents. Nah. In light of the recent disappearances, all agents. Okay, here's the plan. I need a disguise so I can get close to Hector, and a gun so we'll have something to talk about when I get there.
If you figure out that part, I'll go find out where he is.
His casino tower is directly above these headquarters.
All right, meet me there.
Volunteers quickly for dangerous work. She could be very useful to the cause.
As far as I'm concerned, she is the cause.
Aww. Okay, let's go this way. How you doing, buddy? You doing okay there, bud? I was distraught when I thought he was gonna die because he hasn't worked.
Ooh, never mind. Go back to sleep, whatever you are.
When he hadn't worked on anything in so long, Evie.
Oh, down there. Ooh, never mind. Go back to sleep, whatever you are.
I was like, oh no! But every time I think Glottis is dead, he keeps rebounding, so I should stop worrying about him so much. Good guy, Glottis.
How about this one? Anyone down here? Monsters? Again?
It's monsters all the way down, Manny.
Okay, I don't know what's down there, but I have issues with it.
Okay, so you don't want to go down there. Fine. We're on the home stretch. I definitely was kind of sort of soft locked at the end of last stream, but then Waffle figured out how to help me. Somehow his Google search turned up the answer on how to fix it. I dropped the axe and couldn't interact with it, but tank controls. Fuck yeah. Casino. Let's go. What's up this way? Have I really been gone that long that so much stuff has changed? Because I stupidly hadn't saved in a really long time. So I was like, oh no, I'm super boned.
It's not like Johnny Thunder lets just
But
anybody.
it all
in his
worked out
review.
fine.
No. I mean, being allowed to wear the Johnny Thunder makeup is an honor. Yes. A privilege. Yes. So I said to her, you give me that 10% discount or I'm taking my business elsewhere.
You said that?
Well, oh yes, I was mad, you know.
I was mad,
Then,
you know.
Here's the good part.
You don't say. Show business coffee.
And then what?
Little too hot for my pockets, thank you.
Do you want some coffee? Save often and save early. Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, coffee, great.
I forgot that this game does an autosave because old game and I'm spoiled by new games.
About time we got a PA around here. Hey kid, keep it black and keep it coming, all right?
Phrasing.
Of course, as soon as I save up enough money for a double-N ticket, I'm out of here.
What? You can't just buy a double N?
Well, I know somebody who knows somebody who knows
Hector Lamans. Wow, you know everybody. Wow.
Oh, coffee. Thanks.
Okay, well.
I don't see any place to serve coffee here.
Do I just put the coffee cup back? Do I go this way?
Hey, out of the dressing room. We got all the Thunder Boys we need.
Okay.
Oh, are you here for the Thunder Boy tryouts?
Yes, I
Yes,
am.
I am.
Oh, that's too bad. Because we just got the last 2 parts. Maybe next season. Really? A real amateur?
Huh.
Yeah. Hey, get lost, pal. No autographs. Hey, get lost, pal. I am not kidding.
Okay. Well, I guess we're not going there anytime soon. We can go to a casino.
Got to figure out some way to disguise this pretty face before I hit the streets. I wonder how that soldier's getting by without this arm.
Do I put liquid nitrogen in the coffee and make them freeze? That feels like... I mean, it's a potential option, right?
But I guess so. And the director says...
There can't be too much in here. I'd better save it.
Okay, wrong idea.
I wonder how that soldier's getting by without this arm. I think that would be disrespectful. Thank you, sir.
And that wasn't Manny? Sir? What? Who is in my front yard? What is going on? Why are you telling me someone's in my front yard? Oh, it's just rain. I love how my Nest camera is like, there's someone in your front yard. It's just raining.
Hey, get lost, pal. No autographs.
I know what you're up. I've been watching. Stay yours truly, Hector Lemans.
Hey, get lost, pal. No autographs.
This lever is attached to the fake snow supply. This snowmaker is huge, but the grinder part looks handheld. Aha! It's a handheld grinder.
Can you send bail money? I think that'd be a conflict of interest. Can I pocket it? Okay.
This snowmaker is huge. Hey, Thunder Boys.
Who said that? People call out your name all the time when you're famous.
How are you,
get used to
Bins? Okay.
Wow, from up here, everybody looks like ants.
And from
My
all the
ants
way
in
up
particular.
here.
They wore so much makeup.
All look like tiny little ants. God, A Bug's Life is such a good movie. I don't know.
This coffee's already ground. I don't see any place to serve coffee here. This coffee's already ground. Little too hot for my pockets, thank you.
Okay.
the dressing room. We got all the Thunder Boys we need.
What am I? Okay. As always, this game is continuing to be obtuse rubber goose. My least favorite type of triangle.
Any messages for me?
Nope, calls stopped coming for you the day you left. They're still sending you that lingerie catalog, though.
Summer Russell's food pickup. Roommate found one. I fucking love that you like made a sheep noise at him, which is hilarious. But also like, if you, I'll never understand. Mark, hello. Yes, we did make it out of the vault. We fixed the soft lock.
I bet the agent in this photo is the poor guy that Hector just shot. I bet the agent in this photo is the poor guy that Hector just... Nothing else in there besides that agent's photo. Nothing else in there besides that agent's photo.
Yeah, figured out tank controls, how to fix it. Thank you again, Waffle. And now we saved Meche, and we are all the way back in El Maro in the final act. And once again, I am stuck. I'm also very full. I regret. I keep looking at like my empty McDonald's boxes that are right here because I picked up McDonald's on my way home from my appointment after work. And now I'm like, shouldn't have the McChicken.
I bet the agent in this photo is the poor guy that Hector just shot.
Hey, get lost, pal. No autographs.
Hey, get lost, pal.
Hey, out of the dressing room. We got all the Thunder...
Fair does a puzzle game 80% of your time is spent stuck. This is true. Although after this, our next game is a short hike, which I'm very excited for. Most places are closing at 9. Websites haven't updated with and still saying those times. I put this on Twitter, but like my favorite restaurant, like locally owned, not a chain restaurant, isn't following the vaccine passport stuff, and I was like, well then I can't eat here, and that makes me really sad because their food's really good and it's all you can eat. It's like one of my favorite places to go for a buffet, and fucking idiots. What do I have? I have my scythe. I have the threatening note. I still have some liquid nitrogen. I have that guy's hand. I have the snow machine thing, and I have this guy's photo.
Hey, get lost, pal. No autographs.
I want your autograph, dummy.
This snowmaker is huge.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, there was like a whole bunch of elementary schools. So in Canada, an elementary school is usually kindergarten to 7. Several elementary schools were put under basically lockdown today because of adult anti-mask, anti-vaccine protesters. I'm sorry. You can get fucked. If you want to protest in front of a government building or write a letter or be in Egypt, you have that right. I don't agree with the fact that you have that right, but you can go do that. But if you go to an elementary school or a middle school or a high school or even a fucking university, if you interfere with somebody's education, you're a dick.
I think this is something I should keep to myself.
Okay, fine. Oh, good. The grinder's just gone invisible. That's good. Okay, fuck it. You know what? I'm so stuck. I mean, plus I'm just enjoying listening to, like, the jazzy musics. Anyway, fuck me running. Okay. It's your grinder a swipe right or swipe left type of model? I don't know. I've never used grinder. Although, that reminds me, I really need to make my, the random lewd button and the Bo Burnham button. I just have to figure out how to, like... I wish I was talented enough to fuck somebody running. That's... I mean, I'm not even talented enough to run. I mean, like, I run. It's like an asthmatic trudge. It's a truffle shuffle.
Okay, don't bite. This is a note. You like notes, remember?
Thank you, little carrier pigeon.
Well, here goes nothing. Go, baby, por la revolución!
Go, little Manny, go.
One of Hector's messengers. With a message for me?
Is that the Vitruvian man on the wall?
I know what you're up to. I've been watching. I'm coming to sprout you myself. Yours truly, Hector Le Mans. I knew it! I knew he was out to get me the whole time! You'll never find my secret hideout, Hector. You're going to have to find yourself another Flores.
Okay, well that worked.
Any messages for me?
Nope, call stop. They're still sending you that lingerie.
This scammer sprouted as well. That's 3 LSA casualties in one night. Nothing to see but flowers.
Okay, well he ran... Wait. Glottis.
Give me that.
Not so high! Watch the chrome!
No use for it. No use for it.
No use for it?
If I had had a car like this when I was alive...
Don't talk about Glottis that way.
I saw Bowsley run down here. But where did he go? Bowsley's probably in that maze. Well, without something really helpful.
I guess we get in the car.
No use for it. This remote control works the bone wagon suspension.
Not so high!
I don't really want to do that.
I don't want to do that.
Watch the chrome! Not so high!
If I touch that stuff, I'd end up with morning glory mittens. No use for it. Looks like Bowsley broke a canister of Sproutella when he landed. I hope he didn't drip any on himself. There can't be too much in here. I'd better save it.
Okay. Not that. Do I use the dead guy's hand?
I think that would be disrespectful.
Glottis, I can't think with all that racket. Okay.
I bet the agent in this photo is the poor guy that Hector just shot. That's no way to treat an agent of the LSA.
Fine.
I don't want to mess up my blade. You know, if I had had a car like this when I was alive, things would have been different.
Okay, I can't think of Glottis making noises. Okay. Is there something?
It's the part of that soldier that didn't get up and hop out of here on one hand. Salvador, come in. Salvador? Hey, Eva finally got that radio working. That would probably get me court-martialed. Memo to all agents. Priority urgent. In light of the recent disappearances, all agents are ordered to avoid travel in unlit areas until further notice.
Thank you, Nevik. How are you? How do? Could be better. Oh. Well, come watch me get frustrated and stuck in puzzles. Maybe that will make it better. I'm sorry you're not having a good day. I still can't believe I lucked into that one puzzle back at the end of the world with like the coffee mug and the toaster and the rag on fire. I was literally just fucking around, but Maybe I wasn't doing the right combination of things over here. Panic attacks. I had one of those at 1:30 this morning.
Oh, what did you do that for? I didn't. You melted my makeup. I can't go on like this. I took you under my wing, and this is how you pay me back. No, it's not like that.
Okay, well.
A little too hot for my pockets.
I was clicking on the wrong thing. Crying every day. That. On the one hand, I'm like, par for the course. On the other hand,
Hey, kid, this is your lucky day. We got no.
no one should feel like that, and I'm really sorry you're struggling, Eric.
Yes, I've been working for this moment all my life.
Then sit on down. We got to start your makeup. Now don't go too far. You never know what time is showtime around here.
Now I can go on the casino floor. It is really, like, tiring constantly living through and coping with, like, traumas on a very small and very large scale.
Ay, que alivio. I can't remember the last time I had access to a men's room.
Well, okay. Hey, you look familiar.
I think this is his good side. Going up?
This elevator goes up straight to the penthouse suite of Hector Lamans. Mr. Lamans, he only do the business with the very select elite clientele.
So, not me?
Hey, what's going on under that raincoat?
I don't know what's going on under that makeup.
This guy's hardcore.
Agent Calavera?
You? Didn't Salvador chop you in half early this evening?
Yes, which has given me this glorious opportunity to serve the cause by gathering funds for the LSA while stealing from our arch enemy at the same time.
That's like the same thing as like, I'm gonna go win my rent money.
What are you doing with these slot machines?
I'll stick myself inside like a finger down the throat of Hector Limons himself, and I'll make the machine regurgitate the wealth it has devoured.
Yeah. That's one dedicated soldier. Can you crack any machine?
None of these unholy temples is safe from the LSA. Mira!
Can you crack any?
None of these unholy temples is safe from the LSA.
Okay, I feel
Mira!
like
That's one dedicated soldier. Hey, these work without money. Maybe Hector's not all that bad. Hey! Oh, you're kidding me. It only pays off if you bet? That's not fair.
is it not fair? Because I feel like that's how gambling works.
People too poor to go upstairs. Hola! No drinks for me, thanks.
Oh, it's Chowchilla Charlie.
Buenos dias.
Back off, sleazeball, or my husband here will bust your jaw.
I wonder if she's intrigued by my new jaw. Meche, it's me.
Nanny? That's some costume. Here, help me get Mr. High Roller here into this sheet so we can get out of here.
Hey, is that you, young
going to punt this twerp the first chance I get.
Well, what do we do now?
Help! Lady.
Dude, you're just in a sheet.
Hey. You must be patient, my kitten. I'll escort you to your party just as soon as my system pays off here.
Okay.
I knew it. They're all fixed. Why do you want to get him into a sheet?
I told him there was a big toga party at the Casino Romano, but he had to wear this sheet to get in. After he changes, you take his suit and go upstairs. Get it?
You're trickier than I thought.
No, thank you.
Mitchie got this sheet for Charlie. Not again. I'll get you. Help! Oh, for crying out loud.
No?
Not funny. Hey! Young lady. You must be patient, my kitten. I'll escort you to your party just as soon as my system pays off here.
Dun, 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 dun.
Can anyone hear me besides the scary monster? Dang.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing, Novik. That's the thing. God, it is very hard playing a puzzle game with ADHD. I feel like... Okay, where's the grinder? I still feel like... Okay, let's...
I think he'd be happy to know his body was serving the cause like this.
Okay, I'm assuming... Do I want to take it with me like that? Oh! Oh! Okay. Faster, Manny, faster. I have an idea. Come here. Run. I have an idea, and I need you to run more faster. Come on. Get down. Please get down off. I hate that I have to, like, actually... Come on. Okay. I have an idea. I really hope this fucking works.
It's a bone chipper now. flakes of bone are sprouting when they hit the puddle and turning into baby tears. Bowsley's probably in that maze, but I'd never be able to find him without, well, without something really helpful. Okay, I think I could follow the trail this way, but I need a little light.
Hey, what's that?
That must be the florist's hideout.
No, not that. The thing coming at us!
I can't believe that. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, fine. Oh wait, maybe I...
That thing is ugly, and it's in my way. Not picking that up. Hey, Pink Eye, come and get me. There can't be too much in here. I'd better save it.
Okay.
That thing is ugly, and it's in my way. Yeah, you heard me. Pour a bone wagon out of the regurgitated gelatin straight to the alligator-infested sewer.
Well...
That thing is ugly, and it's in my way. Yeah, you heard me.
I mean...
I bet the agent in this photo is the poor guy that Hector just shot. That's no way to treat an agent of the LSA. That's no way to treat an agent of the LSA.
Glottis is me. Just do this. If you do this, you can't be scared. You can't see anything. So as long as you hide like this, you're fine. Gotta... okay. It has to be... But that has to be it though, right? Like... Do I want to like... Don't forget to say. Like, it has to be that, right? I think? Am I off base? Keep looking at me. Got him! I'm assuming Glottis is just gonna sit there with his eyes covered. So... Sorry, Mr. Alligator. Or Miss No! Get off the fucking ladder, Manny Calavera! Well done. Thank you, Mark.
Hector? Hector, is that you? You better back off, man! I mean it! I'm not feeling too rosy! I'm having...
Thank you.
I feel... I'm thinking I better... Things are gonna change around here! Yeah, man. Who do you think you're fooling?
Listen, Bowsley, I'm not here to hurt you. It's not Hector. It's Manny Calavera.
How are you
It's not
hardcover?
Hector. It's Manny Calavera come to sprout you. You better back off, man. I mean it. I'm not feeling too rosy.
Look, I need a gun to put Hector out of business.
Look, I need a gun. I need Hector. We're in business.
That's
I
not
mean
what I
it.
said.
I'm not feeling too rosy.
Listen, I really need that gun.
I'm having...
I'm picking up a lot of anxiety here.
Same.
I'm thinking I better...
At least he's got some of the bodies on ice. It's locked.
Bodies on ice?
Not picking that up.
I'm having... What's that? What are you doing? Are you crazy? Get back! Put your hands over your head! Put your head in your hands! Put your head in your lap! I'm thinking I better... Things are
Okay.
gonna change around here. Yeah, man.
That's the most gruesome window display I've ever
Who
seen.
do you think you're fooling?
I'm not touching any of these
That's a
human
gruesome
remains.
display.
Looks like a big ball of tape
I
screwed to the
not
wall.
touched. This human remains
Can't reach.
sane.
This human remains sane. Do you?
Screwed to the wall. Yeah, man. Hey, do you know what you just did? You just opened Pandora's box. You get out of here right now or I'll let you have it.
I'm confused.
I don't want to mess up my blade. I don't want to mess up my blade.
Middle of D&D and you're on a small break, but you wanted to pop by and say doot. Well, thank you. Thank you for the doot-doot-a-loot doot. I hope your D&D campaign is going well. I miss D&D. I miss D&D a lot.
Hey there, stranger. Can I help you?
I'm looking for something in a 9mm.
Oh, well, I have a very pretty bouquet of that right here.
Okay.
There you go. Would you like some baby's breath to go with that?
Sure.
All right, here you go.
Yes, I am
Have a great day now.
Okay. I'm not going to question it. Okay, but now what? Well, okay. We gotta go back to the casino. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm okay for now.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I know this guy. He can play the slots for days.
He said as soon as the machine pays off, he'll come with me.
Okay.
Bet you got this sheet for Charlie. Here.
No, I've tried already. It's your turn.
Not again. I'll get you.
Special assignment just in from Salvador. Crack that machine and leave the change right away.
Not funny. For crying out loud. Young lady. Hey. Not funny.
I love how the hat stays there.
Help.
Poggers.
My system worked. I knew it. I told you.
That's great. Now let's go so you can buy me a drink at the Romano.
I'll meet you at the train station with the tickets. There won't be one from me, so you'll have to go back by yourself.
I'll tell that gatekeeper everything. He has to help us.
Come, my lovely. I have another infallible system I'd like to demonstrate.
Sir. Meche is a lady.
Little tight in the shoulders, but at least it doesn't reek of sled dog. I'm not putting those clothes back on. They stink.
Is there...
I'm here to conduct business with Hector Lamans. I just spoke with him on the phone, and he's expecting me.
You know Hector Lamans, huh? Okie dokie. Then answer me this one simple question.
Yeah?
Huh, okay. How many stones might an Englishman say that Hector Lamans weighs? Oh, sorry. I guess you don't know Hector Lamans like...
All right, let's go, buddy.
Huh, okay. How many days after each dental appointment does Hector Lamans floss his teeth? Oh, sorry. I guess you don't know Hector Lamans like I
Is it
know
just
Hector
random
Lamans.
chance? Because I'm pretty sure those numbers behind me.
All right, let's go, buddy.
Huh, okay. How old was Hector Lamans when he stole his first dollar? Oh, sorry.
Damn it.
I guess you don't know Hector Lamans like I
Oh, crap. Well, you know what?
know Hector Lamans.
All right, let's go, buddy.
Huh, okay. If Hector Lamans were driving a car 50 miles an hour, then what number am I thinking of right now? Oh, sorry.
Is this just
I guess
random
you don't know
chance?
Hector Lamans like I know Hector Lamans.
Like, there's nowhere else I can go, so that has to be the next step. And I
All
just...
right, let's go, buddy.
Huh, okay. What is the circumference of Hector Lamans' head in inches?
Hello, ladies. My name is Steven Stifler, and I have an 11-inch penis. Around.
9.
Oh, sorry. I guess you don't know Hector Lamans like I know Hector Lamans.
All right, let's go, buddy.
Huh, okay. What is Hector Lamans' favorite prime number?
I don't know what a prime number is. Crap. Is 1 a prime number? Hey Google, what's a prime number? I didn't understand a word of that.
5.
Oh,
fuck.
Sorry. I guess you don't know Hector Lamans like I know Hector Lamans.
Is this can't just be like complete random chance.
Let's go, buddy.
Okay.
Okay. If you were a cat, how many of you could Hector Lamans fit in his stomach?
7.
Oh, sorry. I guess you don't know Hector Lamans
Like I know Hector Lamans. This feels... I don't...
All right, let's go, buddy.
Huh, okay. What is Hector Lamans' personal record for simultaneous cigar smoking?
What's it? 18.
18.
Oh, sorry. I guess you don't know Hector Lamans like I know Hector Lamans.
Okay, this is fine.
All right, let's go, buddy.
Huh, okay. How many casinos does Hector Lamans own?
7.
Oh, sorry.
Is it
I guess
random?
you don't know Hector LeMans like I know Hector LeMans.
Like, I feel like these are the hints.
Okay. How many times has Hector LeMans unsuccessfully run for mayor?
Four.
Oh, sorry. I guess you don't know
Fuck
Hector
it.
LeMans
You know what?
like I know Hector LeMans.
Hector LeMans questions.
All right. Let's go, buddy.
Okay. What is Hector LeMans' specific gravity in units of 1,000 pounds?
Stop asking me math. Well, now all the numbers are gone. Also, I love that this is just here. What's the... How high does this go?
32.
Oh, sorry. I guess you don't know Hector.
All right. Let's go, buddy.
Okay. How many times has Hector LeMans run for mayor and won?
4.
Yeah, well, that was an easy one.
Too bad.
I don't know.
Best 2 out of 3.
Don't mess with me. I know Hector LeMans.
I don't know.
Celso Flores, what are you doing in Hector LeMans' waiting room?
Oh, he sent us out here to make up our minds about his offer. Who are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Is this your wife, Celso?
Yes, we've just returned from a lovely cruise. Well, it became lovely once I caught up with you, my little tamale.
Tamales are delicious.
I'm your travel agent.
Oh, I have a travel agent already, but he's miles away mopping floors in an automat, so I suppose the position is open.
Actually, I work for Hector. He
I love
sent me
how
to answer
that
your
smoke is
questions.
still hovering around Manny's
I'll
head.
handle this, my sweet one. What can you tell me about these double N tickets? This price seems much more than double.
It's a scam. The tickets are counterfeit. Take your money and run.
Ho, ho, ho. Don't try any of that tricky reverse psychology on me, my friend.
Well, they cost a mint because they save you a mint.
I'm
Well, I
concerned
don't
that she's
have a
not
mint,
speaking.
So what do I care?
The real question is, don't you feel you're worth it?
I know we're worth it, but are the tickets worth it?
Is L'Oreal worth it?
What exactly are you saving your money for? A rainy
No, there's
day?
a...
'Cause
Never
let me
mind.
tell you,
That's because
your
she's
debt
worth it.
every day is rainy
I don't
from
know.
now on.
Yes, but there's no reason not to be careful with your money.
Well, enough about you guys. Let me tell you about my problems.
Actually, we have a lot of talking we need to do, so...
I just got back from the worst vacation I've ever had.
Actually, I just got back from quite an adventure myself, so...
Well, I'm sure you've seen flying spiders and flaming beavers, but trust me, it gets worse. You see, I've been to the edge of the world and back.
I had no idea traveling the land of the dead was so fraught with peril.
Now, how much would you pay just to skip the whole thing?
Darling, come. Let us blow our nest egg together.
I broke the game.
Mr. LeMans, we've decided to take you up on your generous offer.
Excellent. Excellent. The little lady changed your mind, eh?
No, actually, it was your agent over there.
Of course. He's one of my friends. Well, come on in. Let's chat, shall we?
Ah, still got it.
I don't know who you are, and I don't know what spell you cast on the Flores couple, but stick around. Once I'm done with them, there's something across town I'd like to show you. Am I
hello.
talking about just a job here, or am I talking about opportunity in the general sense? We've had a lot of openings in this office in the last couple of years, and frankly, we've had trouble filling them. I could really use a closer like you on the team. This could be your office. Yeah, try this on. See how it feels. That's yours too. And as an added bonus, 2% of these, Mr.
My name's Calavera, and I want a bigger cut.
Boom, motherfucker.
Oh, Mr. Calavera, I'm going to need most of these to get myself out of this world. You see, I've been a very bad boy.
I'm going to deliver those tickets to their rightful owners, and I'm going to deliver you to the compost pile.
Uh-oh. Halle Bay. Oh, really? Nice. I like that mimic. Hi, Halibut. How are you? Do you want to play Dead by Daylight tomorrow? Okay.
Hello? Pigeons? Friends now?
Someone, I think paging Dr. Kemps. Dr. Kemps to the chat. I know Kemps was here. I think, let me check my DM with him. D2 Kemps is playing Dead by Daylight. Who would have thunk? 9 p.m. Eastern. That's when we're gonna start. We'll probably play for a couple of hours though. Kemp's left 14 to play Dead by Daylight. Can I have beverages? Halle Bay, you can have beverages, yes. Why I do this? We're not going to play right now. We're playing tomorrow.
It's a ladder.
Fucking... I'm okay. I'm just gonna turn that down just gonna turn that down a smidge.
I bet I could get over to the other roof on the leg of the sign, but the leg's pointed too far down and it looks like Hector blew the motor. Not picking that up.
Well, how do I...
It's a ladder.
Neither.
I bet I could get over to the other roof on the leg of the sign, but the leg's pointed too far down and it looks like Hector blew the motor.
Gentle spoop. Just gentle spoop. Halibut, thank you for the doot and the terror. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Come on. Run.
It's cracked, but still stronger than me. It's cracked, but still... I think using that old gargle as a structural support for Glamour Girl here was a bad idea. It's cracked, but still stronger than me.
My dear sweet child, it's what I do. It's what I live for. I live for furs. I worship furs.
Don't chip her now.
I don't know.
Well, so much for my third arm. This gun might actually look nice with a little baby's breath. I'm saving my ammo for the big guy.
Okay. Ta-da!
It's gonna happen eventually.
Random combination, but we got there.
It's a ladder.
Yeah, thanks, Tips. We did it!
Don't forget to send for help.
Go, Mitchie! Uh-oh. Why are you sending her alone? Bad bird!
Run! Find Salvador!
Did you see Gladys's little angry face?
Quick!
That was kind of cute.
We were supposed to have coverage back there. Where are all of Salvador's men?
I don't know. He hasn't told me yet.
Hola, Manuel.
That's why she said we need to talk. I knew she
Time
couldn't
for
be
you to
trusted.
swing, Daddy-O. Let's see you walk.
Ma'am.
These flowers? All people Hector has sprouted?
Hey, when you're on top like my boyfriend Hector is, you make a lot of enemies. What?
You know, you really have bad taste in men.
No, I have a taste for really bad men. There's a difference. I thought I told you to scat, man.
I'm a scat man.
Look, tiptoe through the tulips already.
Okay, fine. I guess we're going up there. You only live twice. Element, thank you. Welcome back, T-Base. What are we...
This is the way in. I just hope there's a way out.
Okay, come on. What are we supposed to do? Yeah. Oops. No, I don't want to open Discord right now. Come on.
Hector supplies water to keep the flowers alive? Does he see them as a memorial or as trophies?
Hector's a fucking
Not
serial
thirsty.
killer.
Yeah, right. Hector supplies water to keep the flowers alive?
That's all I have? Okay, fine.
Hector supplies water to keep the flowers alive?
Do we go into the greenhouse?
This is the way in. I just hope there's a way out.
Okay, well...
She loves me. She loves me not.
Well, you're half right.
Oh, Manny.
Oh, Manny.
What happened to you, Manny, that caused you to lose your sense of hope, your love of life?
Your joie de vie.
I see. I guess Domino is right. You don't have a shred of optimism.
Well, when it comes to shreds, Dom is the expert.
And by that same logic, Manny, you're about to become an expert in botany.
Is this where you tell me all about your secret plan,
expert
Hector?
in
How you
botany.
stole double-end tickets from innocent souls, pretended to sell them, but really hoarded them all for yourself in a desperate attempt to get out of the land of the dead?
No. This is where you writhe around in excruciating pain for about an hour because that idiot Bowsley ran off with all the fast-acting Sproutella. This slow stuff will sprout you, but it's going to take a long time, I'm sorry to say. Manny, where are you going? You've got
Murder.
some time, you know, before you have to leave. Get it? Leave!
You're not dead yet, Manny. I mean... There you go. I get it. Leaf.
Gracias, Toto Santos.
Come on, shake it for me, baby. One of you must be mine.
Do we run her over with the car?
Salvador? Manuel, listen carefully. There's a gun in the trunk of this car, but the trunk key is with my body somewhere in the meadow behind the greenhouse. Find it!
Right.
And tell Eva that I know she will guide the Alliance wisely when I am gone. For when I bite this explosive tooth, the deadly cloud will sprout not just my target, but me as well.
Your target? What are you...
Hey, get out of there!
Farewell, my friend!
What were you talking about with the head of the LSA in there?
Yeah. You gonna die, Olivia.
Got something you want to share with the class?
Only this. Viva la revolución! Ah!
He died for the cause.
I hope the LSA got a good deal on this car. It's locked.
Okay, so he said it's behind the greenhouse? I wasn't paying attention. I was too sad. Ugh. Oh my god. Okay. So your body is somewhere back here? Where? Okay, but like, where? He said behind the greenhouse, didn't he? Didn't? Can I go like this way? No. Okay. Well, where... Didn't... He did say behind, didn't he? Like, I am not seeing anything that I can interact with. Other than the door to the greenhouse. Did he say behind? Well, now I'm second guessing myself. Man, puzzle games with ADHD. Oofda. Can you talk to me even though you've sprouted?
He truly gave his body to the cause. He's fine right where he is. Not picking that up. Nothing like the real McCoy. Hey, my scythe.
Nice.
Well, what do you know? Sal had a ticket all along.
Aww.
It's amazing how Salvador's ticket is still drawn to him.
Oh, I can use it like a dowsing rod. Okay. No, where are you? Go up there.
It's not doing anything now.
Go behind. He said it was behind. Manny, you fucking dork.
Seems to be attracted to something over this way. It's not doing anything now. It's not doing anything now. It's not doing anything now. Seems to be attracted to something over this way. Seems to be attracted to something over this way. It's not doing anything now. It's not doing anything now.
Okay.
It's not doing anything now. It's not doing anything now. It's not doing anything now. Seems to be attracted to something over this way. Seems to be attracted to something over this way. It's not doing anything now. Seems to be attracted to something over this way. Seems to be attracted to something over this way. Seems to be attracted to something over this way. Seems to be attracted to something over this way. Seems to be attracted to something over this way. It's not doing anything now. It's not doing anything now. It's not doing anything. I don't really want to do that. 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 Seems to be attracted to something over this way. Seems to be attracted to something over this way. Seems to be attracted to something over this way. I don't really want to do that. It's not doing anything now.
Oh my god, finally. Oh. Lord have mercy. Aww. Don't play point and click as much. Sometimes, like, it's very finicky. You have to really finagle your mouse cursor into the right spot.
This must be the key to Salvador's trunk. I already searched him pretty thoroughly. He's fine right where he is. I already searched him pretty thoroughly.
Alright, well, I guess we'll just leave his corpse there then. Is that an oboe? Today on my For You page on TikTok, I saw someone playing a baritone sax, and they were replying to a comment that said, like, haha, very cool. Now do Rain in Blood. And then he proceeded to play the guitar solo from Rain in Blood on his baritone saxophone. And I was very impressed.
Ah, yes. Lots of ammo. Freeze, Hector.
Yeah, you heard me.
Okay.
I'm saving my ammo for the big guy. Figures. Doesn't seem to be one for me. Nothing like the real after I deal with Hector.
Well, where's Hector? I played the saxophone in high school. And in elementary school. I was very good at it too. I've told this story before, but the reason I played the saxophone was because my band teacher told me that girls didn't play the drums. So
Not thirsty. Hector supplies water to keep the flowers alive? Does he see them as a memorial or as trophies?
Hashtag YOLO. Nice. He sounds like he's...
That doesn't sound good.
That or he's having a great time. Sometimes those screams are very, very close. Oh, Salvador. He exploded! Nice. Suck it, Hector. Glottis! Look at this beautiful FMV.
You can count them if you want. They're all here.
How about yours?
The company gave me one on the other end. Sort of a retirement present. And, demons ride free, right?
Aw, Manny, you know I can't go with you. I'm a spirit of the land and all that. I can't ever leave this world.
I guess I got so wrapped up in saving people, I just assumed I'd be able to save you too.
Yeah, but I don't need to be saved. I like it here. I'm not all alone in that basement anymore, thanks to you. I got a new job and all these new friends. I'm a big demon success story.
So, I guess this is it then.
Come here, give me a hug.
No, big guy.
You were the best boss.
You know, I missed it. Yay! The little angel children. And Glottis has underlings.
Manny? Yeah?
When we get to the next world,
What is it, Angel?
are we going to be together?
You know, sweetheart, if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. Nobody knows what's gonna happen at the end of the line. So you might as well enjoy the trip.
Now kiss. Yes! Manny gonna get laid! Aww. And everybody lived happily ever after? Yay! Huzzah! Nice. What an adorable little game. You have some very, a
12-hour stream IKZ.
No. Don't make me do 12 hours. Who are you? Core? What is... Am I old? What is IKZ? RB Man's High. Do your homework, young man. Welcome to the end credits of Grim Fandango. I looked away and you won! Fuck, how did you know? Because I just know these things. Plus I could see your messages in your Discord. I enjoyed this. That, like, now some of those puzzles were obtuse rubber goose, shiny noose, papoose, or whatever. But I don't know. I didn't watch Fairly Odd Parents. I only know that because of Tumblr. Same with, like, Doug Dimmadale of the Dimmadone or whatever. But I would say overall, I'd give this like a... I was gonna say 7. Do I give it a soft 7 or like a hard 6.5? I got Telltale's Batman free on Twitch Prime. Oh my god, Prime Gaming. Our next game is A Short Hike. I know nothing about it. I don't know I don't know how short it is. Aaron, I haven't said hi and I've been lurking, but I miss your smell. I have to talk to people. Okay, thanks, bye. Joe Fez, thank you for lurking. Have a wonderful night. I hope I smell nice. It's about a short hike. Well, I guess it will be a 1-session game. Okay, cool. So that'll be sometime this week. Depends a lot on how you play it. So maybe 2 because Aaron points and clicks on everything. Yeah, I'd give Grim Fandango, yeah, like a solid 6.5, I think. I wish there was some sort of like better hint system. Like for example, I lucked into a puzzle solution earlier because I was just fucking around. Implying there's a hint system at all. That's true. There's no hint system. I mean, you hated the game? I don't work for IGN, thankfully. Anything short of like a 10 out of 10, people flip their fucking shit over, but like, whatever. Oh yeah, and you're not supposed to play games with like an easy mode anyway, I forgot. And hints is easy modes. Or something, I don't even know. Yeah, I liked it. Couple of really 7.8 out of 10. There's too much water in a game about water. Yeah, despite the obtuse rubber goose-ness of it all, cute little game. I love Glottis. This is now officially a Glottis Stan account. I agree, Rockman Man. Puzzle games should always have a hint system. I don't care, like, if you don't want to use the hints, good for you. I'm also the same person that thinks Dark Souls should have accessibility / easy mode, whatever you want to call it. But like sometimes in this game, like I looked up 3 or 4 separate things of like, the fuck am I supposed to do next? Because I don't understand. So Nevik, thanks. Earlier in the stream, we were in the last realm and we were trying to like wake up Glottis, and I had a coffee cup filled with packing foam that I put on the coffee mug stand, and then I took a rag that I covered in grease and then put the greasy rag into the toaster, and then the toaster caught on fire and it caught the cup on fire, and then it pissed off the little demons, and somehow that was the solution. Like, and that was just me being like, I can keep clicking on these things, so I'm gonna keep doing that, and it turned out to be the solution to the puzzle. And I can't remember who said, but it might have been Nevik, or it might have been Mark. I think it was Nevik who was like, how the fuck was that the solution? No, it was Kemps. Kemps was like, how the fuck was that a solution? It was a purple name, okay? Y'all got purple names. So, but I agree. If it has a hint system and have graded hints that guide you to the solution and help you feel smart, like to be able to say like, do you want full solution, gentle hint, or like medium hint? And like, I don't know, maybe to get hints you have to do something in the game or like save up tokens or something. Like, I don't know, but yeah, classic escape room hint system. H2 and G2 had an excellent hint system. And yeah, like, give me the 4 tiers of hints of like, do you want me to just tell you how to do it? Or do you want like, because we all know the rule.
All questions are rhetorical unless explicitly stated otherwise.
But I had to eventually a few times be like, Urza, gently. Evie at the last stream, I didn't realize her hint was so subtle and so clever that I didn't even realize it was a hint at first. And then she was like, did you read what I said? And I went back and reread, and I was like, oh, like I put a stream marker to where you can see me like have a moment and figure something out. So yeah, the oh god, let me out of the escape room hint of the like, I just want to go home. Tell me how to get out of here, please. But yeah, like, if this had a hint system, now I realize originally when this game came out it wouldn't have, but with a remastered version, I feel like a couple of small quality of life things like that wouldn't have been hard to add, but I also know nothing about coding, so maybe they would have been hard to add. I don't know. Keep playing around until something happens as the design. That's fair. It's like, it's not a solution per se, but there was like Nevik, thank you. There were a couple where I was like, how was I supposed to figure that out? Like, a good example, yeah, it is a late 90s game with a remaster, I think in 2012. But like in the first year when we were on the roof and we had the balloon and the bread and we had to try and like scare the pigeons away, and I didn't realize like we had to put the bread or put the balloon in the bowl thing and then put the bread on top of it, and then we had to get the pigeon. So like, yeah, it was definitely, oh no, we had to get the pigeon's eggs. Yeah, moon logic for sure.
Sorry for the wait, Mr. Flores.
All right.
¿Qué es esto? Looks like I got a message.
Are we just gonna replay?
It's some sort of special work order.
To all.
Okay. Anyway. That was Grim Fandango. I like. All this moon logic because the devs played this shit logic. Devs nowadays know what frustrated them, so they avoid it for the most part. And yeah, like if there were a little bit more hints, T-Base, have a wonderful evening. I wouldn't say Portal was annoying as heck. Like, from what I remember of my playthrough, there were some, like, once I remembered a lot of the time speedy thing go in, speedy thing come out. That was usually the solution. But like Portal, did Portal have hints? I don't know. But like, if it's a puzzle game, I feel like it should have hints. Like, I don't know if I would like The Witness. I definitely want to play the Stanley Parable. I think that'll be interesting. Beep boop. That's a cute little emote. Those are nice emotes. I don't know, like, what do I want to do? I don't want to do that. That was also true. Certain surfaces were portalable and others were not. And yeah, like Mark said, MacGuffin A, slot B. So there was also that. I really would also like to find someone to play Portal 2 co-op with one day. I don't know. But yeah, our next one is going to be a short hike, which I'm really excited about. And then, I don't know what after that. I want to do another community challenge, but I'm not sure what I should set up for said community challenge. So that I don't know. If people have suggestions of like a game that I could do or something like that. Because where's my list? Okay, my little. So we can cross Grim Fandango off the list, for that hath been played, and we can cross Psychonauts off the list because we hath played that. Cross Kill It With Fire off the list. So the list of games people have either gifted me and or requested I play: Blossom Tales, Satellite gifted me that, Link's Awakening, Color Splash, Cat Quest 1 and 2, Kimmy gifted me those, Dream Daddy, the Frog Fractions Hat DLC. Maybe I'll try and knock out some of the shorter ones that are on the list, like I think Frog Fractions Hat DLC would be one stream. Thank you, Halibut. And did I miss Frog Fractions 3 or 2 if you prefer? The only Frog Fractions game I have played, let me even go look at my library. Oh yeah, and I also through Disobey, they gave me a code for Kraken Academy, which is looks really, really cute. So I really want to play that. It's a like adventure point and click kind of visual novel. Like it looks cute. So I really want to play that. 3 is Glitter Mitten Grove. Okay, so I have Frog Fractions Game of the Decade edition, and someone gifted me Glitter Mitten Grove. But then I also have to do the hat DLC because that was a reward for a charity stream. So I should put Glitter Mitten Grove on here, and I can't remember who gave me Glitter Mitten Grove. That's the wrong color orange. It has to match. Oh, it's already on the list. Oops, never mind. It's just up there. So it must have been Jeff. Should be short at some point. Agreed. I've been trying to, like, if people have gifted me things. But A Short Hike is the next one. Waffle and Idol requested it, and Waffle gifted it to me. And then... I have a couple of games that I was given codes for that I think I might do next. So we have Dark Side Detective, A Fumble in the Dark, that we've done like 2 chapters of, but it's been a while, so I'm just gonna go back and like start the whole one from scratch. And then also Kraken Academy, because like I said, I got that recently and it looks really cool. I should also put Psychonauts 2 on this list at some point. Is Mistaken done his Psychonauts playthrough? Okay, so we added that and Banjo-Kazooie GBA with T bass. Okay. Oh, okay. He's only done 2 streams. I wasn't super sure. I've been avoiding those streams because I don't want to be spoilsied. The plan for the rest of the week and the next streams, however, is tomorrow. And Rockman, if you're around, feel free to join. Kemps and Halibut and I are gonna play some Dead by Daylight. You're not around work. Boo! What time are you done work? Because we're starting at 6 p.m. my time, so maybe you'll be done work eventually. Maybe. Actually, I wonder. Let's go Grim Fandango. What achievements am I missing? I want to see... 11 hidden achievements. Play the whole game with tank controls? No, fuck you, Tim. I don't care that you demanded it. That's lame. Oh! Aww. I want to play Deltarune Chapter 1, so I can't watch you play Deltarune Chapter 2. Anyway, at the very least, tomorrow, Dead by Daylight for a couple hours, no stream Sunday, and then on Monday at, I forget what time, but I will tweet about it and put it in the Discord. The lovely Ducky and I are going to do, a 10 by 10 time spinner rando blackout bingo. So that'll be fun. It'll be Maple Monday Girls Day, and my first collab with a VTuber, so I'm very excited about that. And then at some point during the week, you want to play that core game? Aquaman? Is that on, is it on Steam? Where do I get it? Give me the info and I will download it and we will play it. It's free. It's on Epic. Okay. How dare you want me to use another storefront? Get. There we go. Okay. Am getting. Anyway, I think there was talk about doing that in the week, and then we'll start a short hike. I think that'll be fun. Who's on? Are any of our friends on? None of our friends are on. Because usually Jeff would be streaming. I know he doesn't have a schedule. But like usually, he does long streams on Friday. I was gonna say 99% of the time Jeff is streaming. This is true. But he am not today. He hath lied. We've got somebody playing Mario Maker 2. We've got Iron Mouse playing Just Chatting. We've got one friend playing Final Fantasy 14 XIV. That's 14, right? Because X is 10, V is 5, so 1 before 5 would be 14. Thank you. Hey, I got there. I talked out my process. Anyway, Waffle. Don't you math me. Thank you again, Waffle, for finding the solution on how to fix my mistake. Why would you play the whole game with tank controls? XIV is, but it's not Harley. Heyo! I think I miss proper auto hosts. I really hate that auto hosts aren't a thing anymore. Like, out of all the things, Twitch, that you could have changed, that's what you change? And you're like, oh, you add things. I'm like, and chargebacks. I'm like, okay, the sub chargeback thing kind of handy, but like, out of everything. Do we know why auto host died? Their claim that it wasn't helping discoverability, which I think is a crock of horse poop, because I found a lot of people through auto hosts and other things, and random channels that I've definitely followed. So I don't know. What happens now is if, let's say, Mark, you're offline, you might be auto hosting me right now in that stupid fucking video carousel that shows up, because it'll have like your profile video, and then it'll be like, here's a VOD, hey, Mark is offline, but check out, like, they want you to check out Aaron Gober. And I was like, lame. Anyway, Core is installed or downloaded. Yeah. Does it? Because I feel like when I have gone to, like, okay, let's, just for interest's sake, let's go mistaken. Oh. And he is auto-hosting me. Look at that. But if you went to, like, chat, it doesn't show up there. And I think that's what most people were bothered by, is, like, if I just went to Like, and then also it just doesn't send people over and stuff. So I don't know. It's lame. But anyways, it's 10:30. I'm old. This is really I mean, if I let auto host kick in, it will do someone, but like if you're at twitch.tv/AaronGoBra and I go offline, it's just gonna leave you here, like leave you and see my ending soon screen. You're not gonna get, like, anyone who's lurking, for example, isn't gonna get sent. Like if they came back, they would be like, oh, Aaron's offline. Who's this new person? I think I'm explaining poorly what I'm picturing because I'm tired and my meds wore off like 6 hours ago. So yeah, like if I look over before, so I'm on my dashboard right now so I can see like chat and other things. So I don't know how everybody else has their dashboard set up, but mine is like stream preview, my chat, like some of the quick action things like ad breaks, follower only mode, blah blah blah, activity feed, and then I have hosting you. And so before, that hosting you tab would show everybody that had you on auto host. So there would be like sometimes double-digit people listing me as host because they're just friends who puts me on their auto host. So when I went live and they weren't hosting anybody, that would happen. And now it shows T-Base is hosting me, and that's it because T-Base must have gone /host Erngabur. So that was one thing I noticed too. I was like, and I would be going to people's pages and being like Diesel, you're live, you're on my auto host. Why isn't this auto hosting you? And had to like manually host people. So it's a change. We'll get used to it. And in like another, maybe nobody is auto hosting you anymore. Why would you say that? That's mean.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Anyway. Yeah, I don't have anybody to send you over to. I'm tired. I'm old. I never stream this late. And I talked myself into streaming. I'm glad I did. You're still on my auto host. I better be. You're still on mine. Yeah, they changed it, and knowing Twitch, they'll change it again, or they'll change it back, or whatever. So, thank you, friends. You know what? What? Yeah, like yeah, okay, here, let me go. I know T-Base. T-Base has one. So if I go to T-Base's page right now. Okay, T-Base is a bad example because they opted to host me, so never mind. But okay, if I go to our B-Mans, I should really make one. Maybe, Rockwoodman, maybe it shows up for that way on your own profile, because I just went to yours and it says you're auto-hosting me. So maybe that's different. Maybe. Why do I gotta do this, homie? Why? Hi, you look done. Jeff. Yes. Hello. See, I went to Mistaken's and it showed him auto-hosting me. I went to T-Base's and it showed them auto-hosting me. But T-Base also, I think, like, directly hosted me. Like, it just seems like such an inconsequential thing to have changed without telling anyone that they changed it. The only reason I know that it got changed was because I bitched about it on Twitter and was like, is it broken? Is it me? Did something happen? And somebody responded with like, hey, we actually reached out to Twitch to get them to put it back, and their response was like, LOL, no. So yeah, it was one of those like, your response doesn't make a lick of sense, and why would you not tell your user base that you're doing that? I think was my bigger frustration of like, okay, you sent me an email about like, here's ways to keep your channel secure, and here's more control over ads, yay, and things like that, or here's a bunch of shit about September. But like that change actually like impacts me, because I would come to my dashboard and it would be like hosting, you know, Mark, hosting Rockman, hosting Jeff, whatever, and I would be like, oh nice, they're live, because like my homepage is basically my Twitch dashboard, and I'd be like, sweet, let's go watch them. And like now that's gone. So I mean, it adds like a couple more steps to figure out who's live and whatever, which, you know, maybe I'm just being petulant, maybe I'm being a spoiled child, but I agree, Mark, Twitch is so bad at communicating with their user base, and that's where most of my frustration comes from. Is just, if you're gonna make, when you're making changes, just make sure you communicate all of them. Yeah, I don't know. This has been Erin stands on her soapbox and complains. Anyways, like I said, Grim Fandango, solid 6.5 out of 10. Storyline really cute. I love that the voice of Bobby Hill was in this game. That made me really happy. Some of the puzzles were a little tricky. Ooh, no, that's a good point, Mark. Doesn't matter, like, don't like that you can't tell from your dashboard who you're hosting. If you're not hosting anybody, you're more likely to manually host who I'm watching if the auto host is already on somebody good. Yeah, that's a good point of show me who I'm auto hosting. That would be nice. Anyway, DVD tomorrow. Time Spinner, Girls' Day, fun with Ducky on Monday. We're gonna do a short hike, and then, like I said, I have 2 games that one PR company and one dev gave me, and I really need to play those. So we're gonna do those next. That's gonna be Kraken Academy, and then Dark Side Detective. One of those is a puzzle point and click, so we're going to do Kraken Academy in between to sort of give me a break, and then we will bust out the list of games and put them in the picker wheel and pick the next one. Yeah. Yeah, again, I would like, show me who is, because you used to get an email that said so-and-so added you to their auto host list. I don't know if you get that email anymore. Remember when you could email your subs? Anyhow, now I just sound like old man shouts at cloud. Did you? Yeah. Yeah, why? Yeah, why? Yeah. You used to get, I remember getting emails that was like, so-and-so has added you to their auto host list. I don't know how long that was around for, but no one has me on their list. I promise you are on my auto host list, because when I thought auto host was broken, I was like watching Mistaken and I was like, why does it not say I'm hosting you? And I went to like, I have the Frankerface extension with like the host button at the bottom, and I went to go add Mistaken to my auto host list, and it said he was already on it. So like, I don't know. We just don't know. And it's dumb as heck. Anyhow, oops. I hit the wrong button. I was supposed to hit this button. Thanks for the hangout, friends. Have all your analytics at any given time. I should get better at doing that and not care about either of those things. But I think I've said before, I'm like, big number, make brain do happy dance. You would think like the game would make do happy dance. Confusing design, Mark. I agree. That was fun. Our remains 42 months is a lot of extortion. Thank you for it. A whole bunch of jump scares. And we finished the game. That was fun. 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Gentle spoops with Kemps, and then Time Spinner, and then a short hike, and then Kraken Academy, and then Dark Side Detective, and then once we've gotten through that in McHugh, we'll figure something out. If anyone has suggestions, ideas for community challenges, send them my way. And Rockman, are we gonna do Spooptober? You mean Tempest? Because I really enjoyed that last year. 10 out of 10. Want to do more Spooptober. I think that'll be cool. Now, go do your homework, because it's late, and you have work in the morning. Oh, yeah. I agree. We had ideas. I'm just a derp, and I forgot that we had ideas. I work in the... Well, whatever. Do your homework, and then pet your dog, and then go to bed. Which is what I'm gonna do as well, except I don't have a dog to pet, nor do I have homework to do, so I'm gonna clean up my shameful McDonald's dinner. I mean, that McChicken was really fucking good, but I really regret it, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for Spoops. Thank you for hanging out. You are all fantastic, wonderful human beings, and I appreciate your friendships very much. Good night, stream.